Blade and Bow by Stitzel Weller. Alright, welcome back to Brolic Whiskey. Just Mike, unlike me, has a life outside of whiskey, so he's not here for this recording. So in his place, we got the one and only Wonder Woman herself, my wife, Lisett.
Hey guys. It's been a while.
I am Metahuman Dave, and we are going to record this review of Blade and Bow for you.
Nice. It's a nice bottle.
It is a nice bottle. It's cool design, right?
What's with the key?
So good question. We're going to get to that. While I explain all this stuff, why don't you start nosing your whiskey? So Blade and Bow, the name actually comes from the different parts of skeleton key. So blade and bow of the skeleton key. But as the story goes from Stitzel Weller, is they used to have 5 skeleton keys hanging on their door to represent the 5 different components that goes into the distillation of bourbon, or the 5 components that make up bourbon. And that, of course, is your grains, yeast, fermentation, distillation, and aging. So those are your 5 components to make up bourbon. And with the Blade and Bow series, there's 5 different keys you can collect. I have key number 1.
That's cool.
See how on the bottle the label has the 5 keys?
Okay.
You collect all 5.
Nice.
You get nothing for it.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You just collect 5 keys.
Well, that's a cool little
And it is
souvenir.
metal, so that's kind of cool.
That's cool. I like it.
Right, what do you think on the nose?
It's smelling kind of like a mix of vanilla and pineapple.
Pineapple, interesting.
Yeah,
I
like-
wish I was getting the pineapple.
Like at first it was just strict vanilla, and then it was like it's like something citrusy, but it's not orange, so that's like more like the pineapple feel.
Okay, I agree with you on the vanilla, and I do get corn, which obviously this being a bourbon, it's mostly corn. Now, there is no information as to the mash bill on this. It is a bourbon, so we know it's at least 51% corn, but outside of that, there's no word on what's the makeup of what actually goes into this whiskey. The interesting part about this whiskey as well is that it has what they call a solera aging method. So, Stitzel Weller is a legendary bourbon maker. They're the ones who really made Weller what it is now, but Weller now is being made by Buffalo Trace. This Blade and Bow actually has remnants of the final product that Stitzel Weller made up, which they stopped distilling in 1992. So the way that they are able to maintain having a little bit of Stitzel Weller still in this product is the fact that they do solera aging. Really hard to explain without an infographic, but if you kind of can picture like a fountain that has those cups that as they fill over, they go into the next one.
Yeah.
Well, picture the bottom one having all the original Stitzel Weller in it, right? And as they start filling up bottles to go into this glass, they start taking from the top layers down. So they never completely empty a barrel. There's always going to be at least a little remnant. At this point, we're talking, there's probably drops of Stitzel Weller still in it. But the thing is, there will always be little bits of the original product, even if it's on a minuscule level.
That's cool though.
So that's one of the cool things about it. So because of that, there is no age statement. As this sits in my glass, it actually opened up. I think it smells really, really nice now.
Yeah, like at first it was like not just vanilla, but more vanilla extract. You know, it's like a little bit of a stronger smell. But now it's just smoothing down a little bit, so now it's a little bit more sweeter, not so dense.
They bottle it at 45.5% ABV. It's a weird number, but it's 91 proof.
Okay.
Um,
I'm actually getting the pineapple taste too. on it,
Really?
yeah.
Man, she's lucky. I'm not getting pineapple.
It's like a nice, sweet, smooth, a little bit of a burn in the throat. So it's nice. I like it. So far, so good. It's not bad.
I actually do like this. Now, this one, for now at least, I anticipate it just like everything else that Weller's attached to, price going up as it gets more scarce. This, I know Top Shelf sells it for about $59.99, and that is a little bit inflated over the retail compared to what it should be. I think the retail on it is closer to 40, 45, something like that. But good luck finding it in most areas. But, before I forget, there's someone who donated this bottle.
You mean you didn't buy this?
No, I didn't buy
What?
this.
Who on earth could have got you this bottle? I don't know.
Was it Mr. Jonathan again? Was it Jonathan Castle?
No way.
Johnny Brolic, thanks so much for this one. He actually donated a bottle of 107 that I haven't reviewed yet, so we'll do that one soon.
He's a cool guy.
Yes, he is. He's a very good guy. We need to get him on the show. He needs to actually make an appearance. Let's just get right to it. What's your taste? What's your score?
I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about it. That's just the number that just came in my head. So it's good. I can tolerate it. It's not one of those like where it's too strong, where it makes me cough. So it's a nice, it's nice, smooth.
I believe Jonathan sent me this one because he's trying to help me find bourbons that I enjoy.
Got it.
Because for the most part, I call most bourbons boring unless they're at full barrel strength. This one, I'm gonna say, John did a good job.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna be really close to your score. I'm probably gonna put it right there at the 7.9. It's a tasty one.
That's an extreme close.
Let's go with
I'm kind of
some
scared
water. Yeah.
to have it diluted because it was actually really good meat.
Let's see what happens when you add just a touch of water. It's amazing at how much the taste and nose changes when you just break up that surface tension of the oils.
It's like usually the smell just goes away.
That is true.
So again, a very faint pineapple now. No vanilla at all.
I wish I was getting that pineapple. I'm not getting
Very
that.
faint. Like I had to dig into it though. I have to like focus on the smell.
Now, let that just be a lesson right here. Women normally have better olfactory senses than men. So women tend to actually be better at reviewing things like this, which is why people like Heather Green and, man, I feel like an idiot for forgetting her name, but the one who's with Glenfiddich. I mean, shit, everything Michter's is putting out is completely run by women. Women are killing the whiskey game right now, so if she got on camera with me a little bit more, she might be able to pick out way better tasting notes and nosing notes than myself.
Yeah, like nose-wise was very faint now. Taste-wise, let me take another sip. I only took one sip.
All right, so I was about to sip, so can't have dead air. I'm still getting mostly vanilla.
Yeah.
You know, this smells like your standard bourbons, but it tastes pretty damn good.
Yeah. So now I don't really taste the pineapple like I did meat, but now I taste more vanilla. Of smooth vanilla, like actual vanilla, not vanilla extract, so it tastes good. So I'm actually surprised that diluted still tastes good. And it still gets just like a little faint of a burn, not too much as meat.
Let's trade glasses, because I know I added a little bit more water to mine. I don't want to say why we're trading just yet, but
Okay.
I added a little more water with that one.
I think I like mine better.
Yeah.
Mine was
The
better.
difference between 2 drops of water and 1 drop is actually pretty significant in the taste. Mine came across a lot harsher. Definitely brought out more of the chemical, isopropyl type of notes. Not as enjoyable as hers.
Yeah.
It smells like vanilla, but it sure doesn't taste like it.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like straight alcohol.
Before we go to our scores, I did this to my mom, so I got to do it to you. You mind stepping over here, please?
What are you talking about? I'm this tall.
My wife did not all of a sudden get taller. Come on.
It's not that bad.
She's only on 1 step while my mom was on 2.
You're just really tall. Jeez.
So let's go with a score, and obviously you base yours off of yours.
Out of mine, okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna go 7.4. Yeah, so I didn't want to drop it too low because the taste
Wow.
wise, it was still really good. It's just I'm just dropping just a little bit because alcohol like vibe just dropped a little bit.
That's
So
interesting.
it's not too much of a burn, but it's still a good flavor.
Now, I did taste both of ours. Mine is definitely way worse than hers.
Yeah.
But either way, I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I'm dropping mine a lot more than her. I'm going with a 4.9.
Wow. I mean, yours I would have dropped low too.
Yeah. A lot of times in the early days of my whiskey journey, the only way I liked bourbon was over ice. Obviously, taste changes. We'll see what happens with this one. With experience, people are probably wondering, what was he just about to do? I was going to put the ice back in the cooler, but I decided not to. All right.
Can you yell out too?
And my dogs are barking.
Yeah. It's just your dog.
My dog is barking. Hopefully you guys don't hear it too loud. I mean, you probably hear that bird right behind the camera more than my dog.
Ooh, okay.
So we got happy birds. We'll see if we got happy drinkers. Do you smell anything?
A little bit of pineapple.
Jeez, her and this damn pineapple. I wish I was getting that.
Which is weird. I was expecting not to smell anything at all, but it's
Which is what I get.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything other than the ice.
pineapple for me. Alright, let's see what it tastes like.
So far, I will give this a definite recommended purchase. So if you did want to pick it up and you can't find it locally, check out Top Shelf. It's a little bit more money than retail, but at least it's not in the crazy secondary type of pricing.
It's a reasonable price, and you pay for the nice bottle too. So
It is a cool bottle, and you
plus the
get a cool
key.
little keychain, and it's actually metal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a metal key.
Yeah,
That's kind of
so
cool.
It's not like
If you're into the what do you call it? Trinkets.
yeah. So it's not a cheap looking bottle, so
It could make for a nice infinity bottle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks nice. I don't hate it.
Okay.
It tastes like pineapple juice.
Oh wow.
So it doesn't taste like whiskey at all to me. It tastes like diluted pineapple juice. Like when you get the tin can with
Okay.
the pineapple juice and you put a little water in that, that's what this tastes like.
For the first time, I'm finally getting a little bit of that pineapple taste. I do get something else that I cannot pinpoint what it is. It's almost like a syrup on top of that. So I'm going to say I like it on ice.
Yeah.
For longtime viewers, that's not very common for me. This is enjoyable on ice. I can definitely see people who say that whiskey's too harsh for them. This is probably the route that you'd want to go, especially if you're just looking for a quick buzz. It's easy going, it's easy sipping, especially on a hot day. This is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think this one actually I like in all stages. Like they have a different, like not only flavor but the feel of it is different on each one, and it's not bad.
Like the mouthfeel, texture and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, like if you want like a little bit of a burn, neat. But this one
I'm
I
actually
like
pouring a little more because I liked it that much.
Yeah.
So that shows you right there. That's a huge win, especially for you guys who've been watching our show for a long time. For those that might be joining us for the first time, I should have mentioned it earlier in the video, just in case you signed off already. If this is your first time visiting us, we always taste our whiskeys 3 separate ways. We try to keep out the snob factor. We're the whiskey review channel for the average Joe. So hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, because we like to upload videos each and every week. We want to be your go-to resource, so when you're in the liquor shop and you don't know what to pick up, we're hoping you come see us first to see if we reviewed it. With that being said, what do you think on the score?
I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
So the same score as your first one.
As the first one for different reasons. So it's still just as good. It's more lighter. It's more like a dessert. So
It's good.
Yeah, so the other one was more like a kick, like you want to get kicked in the face, but this one's more like, all right, I'm chilling on the couch. But I like it both ways, so this one is a really good one. I liked it in all 3 styles for different reasons. And this one actually tastes like pineapple juice.
Are you ready for this? I'm scoring this higher than neat. This is pretty damn good on ice. I'm shocked to say this. I'm giving it an 8.2. This is good on ice, and that's actually for the first time I believe that I'm recommending go straight to the ice.
Nice. I mean, do you taste pineapple at all?
With the ice, I do.
Okay.
The other two ways I did not get any,
Okay.
but this way I do. And some type of syrup, like I'm saying, I can't pinpoint whether it's like a maple syrup or something. There's something sweet on top of that that's more syrupy based. It's freaking good.
It is.
This is like a dessert in a glass. This is something I would recommend as your after the meal drink. Like you just go straight to this on ice. It's your dessert glass.
Okay.
This is freaking good on ice.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't like it on ice, so the other two ways are good too.
For me, neat only, do not do the water. So again, taste is a little different. She did score all three ways pretty close.
Yeah, only like in the 7s,
Yep.
between 7 and 8.
Well,
so, yeah.
high 7s to mid 7s. Yeah, so yours were pretty
Yeah,
close.
so this was a good one. You did good, Jonathan.
Thank you so much, John. We got to get you on the show soon.
I finished
And-
mine.
I'll be
was a good
finishing
one.
my second one soon. Do you have an outro for the people since we don't have chopsticks today?
I can't do chopsticks?
That's not your thing.
Can I do Wonder Woman out?
Wonder Woman out. Peace.
Bye, guys.